Good day, viewers. Welcome to Amicable Oral English class, lesson 15. Remember, we are still discussing places of articulation, which is a feature under the features of consonant sounds. And like we said earlier, places of articulation simply refers to the organs of speech that are in play in the course of pronouncing the consonant sounds. Today, we're going to discuss the alveolar sounds. Alveolar sounds. And what are alveolar sounds? Alveolar sounds got their name, or they are grouped together due to the fact that in the course of pronouncing them, the tip of the tongue is in contact with the alveolar ridge. That is to say, the tip of the tongue rises and touches the alveolar ridge whenever one of these sounds is pronounced. And that is why they are grouped together and called the alveolar sounds. These alveolar sounds are 7 in number, as you can see on the board. And they are here as follows. Number 1 among them is the T sound. T. The moment you pronounce the sound T, the tip of the tongue goes into contact with the alveolar ridge. Alveolar ridge is exactly the position behind the upper teeth. That ridges there is called the alveolar ridge. In words like take, and we have the second one as D sound, the D sound, D. When you pronounce the sound D, you also realize that the tip of the tongue is in contact with the alveolar ridge in words like deem. Number 3 is the S sound, S, S. When you pronounce the sound S, S, you realize that the tip of the tongue is in contact with the alveolar ridge in words like sound. Number 4 is the Z sound, Z. The moment you pronounce the sound Z, you realize that the tip of the tongue is in contact with the alveolar ridge in words like zoo. Number 5 is the L sound, L. The L sound, the lateral sound. The moment you pronounce the lateral sound L, you realize that the tip of the tongue is in contact with the alveolar ridge. And number 6 is the N sound, N. The moment you pronounce the sound N, you also realize that the tip of the tongue is in contact with the alveolar ridge in words like night. And lastly is the R sound, the rolling sound, the roll, R, R. The moment you pronounce the sound R, you also realize that the tip of the tongue is in contact with the alveolar ridge. These are the sounds with examples in words, and let's see their transcription. The transcription of the first word take goes like this. We have the sound T, which is the sound in question. We have the diphthong A, the A sound. So T and A will give us tay, and then plus K will have the transcription of the word take. Number 2, the word deem. We have the sound D, which is the sound in question. Then we have the long E sound and the M sound. So we have the transcription of the word deem. Deem. You prolong the pronunciation simply because of this long E sound. You cannot pronounce it as dim, but deem. Sound. Number sound, we have the S sound, which is the sound in question. We have the diphthong ow, the diphthong ow. So we have sow, the N sound, and lastly the D sound. So we have the transcription of the word sound. Zoo. Zoo, you can see from the spelling is Z-O-O, but in the transcription we have the Z sound, which is the sound in question, plus the long O sound. The O sound, but the long one. So that is why you need to prolong the pronunciation as in zoo. Lights. light. As you can see, it is spelled with so many letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 letters, but transcribed with just uh, 3 sounds. As we have the L sound, which is the sound in question, and we have the diphthong I, which is also considered as one sound because it is a diphthong. And then lastly, we have the sound T. So we have the transcription of the word light. Night. We have the sound N, which is the sound in question, and then also the diphthong I, which is also considered as a single sound because it is a diphthong. Then lastly, the T sound, so we have the transcription of the word night. Rough. Also, you can see the letters outnumbered the phonetic sounds as it is spelled with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters, but transcribed with just 3 sounds. Rough. So it is not rough as we wrongly mispronounce the word, but rough with the R sound, which is the sound in question, the short A sound, and the F sound, the labiodental sound F. So when you have this, we have the transcription of the word rough. This is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't also forget to share to your learned colleagues, family, and friends. Follow me in the subsequent videos for more exciting and educative lessons on pronunciation practice. Thank you.